Okay, so in my islands update for this week, I'll be letting you know why if you're travelling to Mallorca this summer, you're going to be travelling at your own risk. Plus, if you are a UK Blue Badge permit holder, I'm going to be telling you why you could well pick up a parking fine over here on the islands this summer, and also why I have been emailing all the town halls about this issue. I also have news too of the most amount of cruise passengers coming into Palma this week, so keep watching on into this video. I'm going to let you know which days to avoid travelling into Palma this week if you're intending to explore the city on a day trip. Plus, I've got the all-important weather forecast for the week ahead. But I'm starting this video back over here on Magaluf Beach. I'm in the Foodanetta Cafe. It's opened again for the season, and I've got my very first cafe con leche. If you want to find out more about which coffees to order over here in Mallorca, well, I've got a website article all about this. I'll drop a link to that in the description text below so you know what you're ordering if you're coming over here on holiday. But back to serious issues, and we're going to start this video by talking about why you are travelling at your own risk coming over here on holiday. Now, I'm all about presenting a very honest image of Mallorca, particularly for this summer in 2025. It's going to be a busy summer. You've seen my previous videos, you've seen the news coverage too. So why will you be travelling at your own risk? Well, that's simply because while there is plenty of help for you over here to help make your trip better, we've got resources like special assistance at the airport, we've got holiday reps, we've got the Mallorca Under the Sun YouTube channel and the Facebook group as well. It's not going to be enough. So I've been seeing some very mixed reviews from travellers' experiences in recent days, actually coming in and out of the airport. If you saw my flight video in the past couple of weeks, you saw me leave Palma Airport. I had a great experience. You see me coming back into Palma Airport as well, and well, that was a pretty good experience. But unfortunately, not everyone's experience of arriving into Palma Airport and departing is going to be exactly the same this summer because, well, in recent days I have heard of huge queues at border control coming into the island and also leaving the island too. The first thing I'm going to say is if you haven't booked your holiday yet, maybe avoid booking at the weekends because that's where I'm seeing the biggest problems over at border control. But I'm also hearing about queues as well with transfer buses heading on out to resorts as well, so that's also something else to bear in mind and also to prepare for too. I think the motto for this summer is to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. I think that's how the saying goes, but I think that's going to be what you're going to have to do if you're coming over here on holiday, and just to stay really realistic about your expectations of what to expect if you're coming over here. Now, we are seeing big changes over at Palma Airport. You would have seen it in my video. We've had a huge renovation project taking place, but it's not just over here in Palma. Seen it at Alicante Airport over in mainland Spain. We even saw it at Bristol Airport. A lot of money is being pumped into these airports, and this is to account for the huge number of travellers that we have in Europe at the moment and the huge demand for travel too. But this just isn't good news if you're hoping to come over here and you're booking special assistance from Palma Airport. Now, I know the island is trying to make the holiday experience as accessible to all as possible, but this is very much a work in progress. And well, over here in Spain, we may have different levels of accessibility as you may well have in your own home country. So if we remember back to last summer, and if you remember back to the comments that we had on the Mallorca Under the Sun Facebook group, and also on some of the videos I made about special assistance over at the airport, we did see that some travellers didn't have a great experience. And I'm putting this down to the number of people travelling, and also I'm putting this down to maybe some people travelling using that special assistance service and not actually needing it. So I'm not going to go through all the comments that we had on the group. If you want to go back and watch my past videos, you can check out the comments on there. But I just wanted to let you know, and I did let you know over the winter, that I did email Palma Airport. I put together an absolutely huge email and I translated all those comments as well that we had on the Mallorca Under the Sun Facebook group about bad experiences regarding travel assistance over at the airport. I sent them all off to the airport, and I wanted to ask them for an interview about this and how they would be improving things for this summer in 2025. Now, unfortunately, there are currently no openings for interviews over at Palma Airport regarding this issue, and also they've turned me down in terms of filming actually what the special assistance process is like. I would have liked to have done that for you. I have been asked by quite a few people to see what it's like, to see what the process is like, but they have turned me down. But that's not to say that everyone is having a bad experience using special assistance over at Palma Airport. Many of you are getting through absolutely fine. I don't want to scare anybody here, but I would say that during peak season and during certain peak days, or at times when we have lots of flights coming in at once, the service does tend to struggle. And well, that's reflected in the comments that we've had on the channel. So my advice is that to cope with the busy summer, if you do not need special assistance, please do not book it. Do not see this as a way to fast track your way through the airport. Please book special assistance if you are less mobile, if you do have mobility issues, or if you are disabled. You can book that special assistance either on the airline website, on your tour operator website, or you can get your travel agent to book that for you. You can also book it directly on the AINA website as well. So there's loads of options there for booking it. But like I said, if you don't really need that special assistance, if you can walk, please do free that service up for people who really do need it. Don't forget too, there's also a hidden disabilities badge that you can get from the AINA website as well. I'll drop a link in the description text below. This will help you kind of get through the airport a little bit quicker if you do have a hidden disability. I do recommend as well, if you're coming from the UK, to bring your sunflower lanyard. They're not officially recognised over here in Spain, but the tour operators are recognising them, and they're a little bit more recognised around the airport. So make sure you bring that, get the hidden disabilities badge as well, and that should hopefully help you get through the airport a little bit quicker. Also remember too that the special assistance service, it is a completely free service over at the airports. So this is why, once again, I'm saying if you don't need it, don't book it, but this will just get you through the airport smoothly. Don't forget you've got your onward journey to think about as well, and special assistance at the airport isn't going to get you to your resort any quicker. You're still going to get caught up possibly in delays with your transfer coach or in a taxi from the airport as well, just with the amount of traffic that we have around at the moment and the queues that we have around the airport. So just bear that in mind. You may be able to get through the airport quickly, but you may as well be held up getting your hotel transfer bus too. Don't forget to have made a video all about accessibility over here in Mallorca. It's still very relevant today actually, so I'm going to drop a link to that video in the description text below. I'll also pin it right at the end of this video. Please watch it if you think you'll need it. Now, I don't want to paint a really awful picture about the island here, but for those of you who may be elderly or disabled and coming over, I just want to make you aware of these key issues for you to look out for if you're coming over here on holiday this summer. Also, a little bit further down the line, I'm just getting news as well from a viewer regarding medical issues as well, and the importance of having good travel insurance over here and a health card. So I'll be bringing you an update about that in the not too distant future when I get more information. So if you haven't done so already, if you are booking your holiday, make sure you get your travel insurance as soon as you book. Get it now, then you can forget about it. And also make sure you bring either your GHIC or your EHIC health card too. Okay, so let's also move on to UK Blue Badge holders who are coming over here to Spain. They're renting a car and you're wondering whether you can park in the disabled parkings over here on the island. Well, over the Easter holiday period, I think it's actually on Good Friday, we had a huge post on the Mallorca Under the Sun Facebook group all about this, and the information, thanks to the UK government, is completely unclear about what you need to do if you're coming over here to Spain on holiday. So just looking at the UK government website, I have to say, since Brexit, this whole issue has been a complete shambles, and they've completely misled you in terms of thinking that if you're travelling over here with a UK blue badge that you can park legally in the disabled parking spaces over in Spain and not pick up a fine. It's not the case. They even went as far as to attach a link to a downloadable parking permit as well. You may well have seen it in one of my previous videos. I translated that parking permit and it was by no means legal and binding, and as many of my viewers found out too, it didn't mean that you'd actually avoid that parking fine. Okay, so they've now taken down that link to that spurious parking permit. They've now linked through to the ITF, which is the International Transport Forum, which serves as a think tank for transport policy, fostering inclusive and sustainable mobility worldwide. Also part of that website is the FIA, and they also claim to have a one-stop platform for your essential travel questions. Now, this is hilarious because the UK government say that you can download a parking permit from that website. They've linked through to it from their own website. I've gone onto the website, nothing's clickable, there's no information on there. So I sent them an email this morning asking them where this parking permit was, and they said they don't have any information about it and I need to contact the destination that I'm travelling to. So as you can see, there's been zero information from the UK government, but suffice to say that no agreement has been reached post-Brexit in regards to UK blue badge holders parking over here in Spain in the disabled parking spaces. Okay, so the only way I could get the official information was contacting the Spanish governmental department all about this, and I got an immediate reply too. And they said, and I'm translating this email because it did come back in Spanish, they said, "We acknowledge the receipt of your email from the Disability Assistance Office. And replying to your inquiry, we inform you that parking permits for people with reduced mobility issued in the United Kingdom are not currently valid in Spain, as it is not part of the European Union. However, you can contact the city councils of the cities you plan to visit so they can inform you about the parking regulations in their municipal area. And this is up to these city councils that determine the use of these cards within their area." So I have, and this took me ages, I've sent out emails to all the town halls and municipalities asking them if their parking inspectors are going to recognise the UK blue badge in disabled parking spaces, and it's their discretion. So whether or not they reply to me is going to be another matter. I don't know if they want to announce it formally in the local press. I don't care what they do, to be honest, but I just want to know whether you're going to be able to use your blue badge over here this summer or risk parking fines like some of my viewers have done in the past. I'd like to bring you some good news for this summer, but let's wait and see. Okay, so other news for this week. Thursday is the 1st of May. It's a public holiday over here in Mallorca, as indeed it is in much of Europe as well. It means that you're going to find some businesses closed. Shops, bars, restaurants, and just about everything in the holiday resorts will remain open. You may find one or two smaller places closed, but you're going to find basically everything is open. And weather-wise, it's looking like it's going to be a fabulous day, so it's going to be looking very busy on those beaches too. I'm hoping to be on one of them myself. Plus, cruise information for this week as well, and actually it's not great news because, as you know, a few weeks ago I thought I'd start bringing you the days of when we're going to be having the big cruise ships coming into Palma, so you know which days to avoid if you're hoping to head on into the capital city for a day trip and for a look around. And I'm going to say straight off the bat here, the absolute worst days for visiting Palma are going to be on Friday the 2nd of May and Saturday the 3rd of May, because in total across those 2 days we are going to be having 24,000 passengers going through Palma port and probably pouring into Palma city centre and also into the top sites like Sóller as well, and down towards Port de Sóller. So I would say avoid Palma on Friday and Saturday, avoid going up towards Sóller or Port de Sóller on Friday and Saturday. I think we're going to be seeing reports of these areas being very, very busy on those days. It's not going to be pleasant. The restaurants will be full, all the sites will be crowded, and also the pickpockets will be out in force. So look after your belongings if you are going to be out and about. If you're coming in on a cruise ship as well, just take care if you're out and about. But that is a lot of people. So I'm warning you now, maybe avoid visiting Palma on Friday and Saturday of this week. Okay, finally, gosh, this is going to be a long video. I do apologise everyone, but let's get on to the weather forecast for the week ahead. And I did promise sunshine in my live stream from Santa Ponsa yesterday. I did think we were going to have sunshine this week, but we started Monday on a little bit of a cloudy note. We've had a few showers coming down through the southwest. We've got highs today of around 23 degrees. It's actually feeling colder, which is why I'm still in my jumper and I haven't got my t-shirt on, and I'm kind of wishing I wore my jeans as well, but it's going to be warming up as we go on through the week. We've got highs of 28 degrees Celsius. We're going to have lows of 11 degrees Celsius. We're going to have sunshine and clouds throughout the week as well. Showers only today by the looks of it, but Wednesday and Thursday are looking like the best days for clear unbroken sunshine. Okay everyone, thank you very much for watching. You're going to find appearing both here and here on YouTube a couple of videos to help you out with your holiday, and in fact I'm going to pin that pickpocket video from the airport just here as well. Please watch that video. I'm going to be out and about filming around the island as well, so watch out for the videos appearing on the channel too. But in the meantime, you can find me on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.